up, beautiful babes? That's what Brad Mondo says, so I totally just stole that. Anyway, I have a couple hours before I have to be at work, and I actually, got ready, and hey, you know what? I need to make a video because it's been over a week or so, and I think that this would be a good idea to talk about my vision board. So, a couple of months ago, I watched a video by Miss Kelly Eden, who is one of my favorite YouTubers. She knows I'm always on her, stalking her on Twitter, looking at her Instagram. She is, best YouTuber. Anyway, her and her roommate / friend, Fee, did, they were, not so much vision boards, but, boards that had, positive, affirmations and things that they wanted in life. I guess it's like a vision board. So me and my friend did our own vision board, and this one is mine. So right here at the top, I don't know how well you can see this because of the light, and I don't want to turn it down too much. Hold on one second. This says vision board up here. Everything is very girly and very pink, just like me. Says the girl who's wearing all black right now, but that's just my work uniform, so don't judge me. Anyway, okay, so vision board. I'm a stylist, so my main catchphrase is "Let's be hair besties. Don't come for me." I know I took that from Guy Tang, but he is a huge inspiration to my work and all of my aspirations. So I always use that in my hashtags when I'm doing hair. Okay, and then I have all of a bunch of pictures of hairstyles and hair color that I would like to do. And then, of course, in the middle, there's a picture of girls of all color wearing red lipstick. So the thing about it is everybody can feel beautiful in a red shade of lipstick. Okay. And then up here, right here in the corner, it says, "I know guac is extra, but so am I." And anybody who knows me knows that's kind of my mantra. Anybody knows that I used to have to wear a uniform at my old job and the past 2 jobs before that, so I always had to wear the same thing every day. I didn't get to choose an outfit. It was always kind of boring. So once I finally got to wear whatever I wanted, I'm always super extra about it. Oh, also whenever we would go to family events or hang out with our friends, I was always wearing something a little crazy. So the things around it that they say, be yourself, obviously. Be punk rock, so it kind of means be rebellious. Stand out, always stand out from the crowd and be your own person. Be unapologetic. Never apologize for what you're interested in, what you like, because that's what makes you different from everybody else. Dare to be different. That kind of goes with the same thing. Don't be like everybody else. Always have your own style. Always be authentically yourself and never apologize for that. And then over here is just a Scorpio passage for February. That's the month that we're in now. Probably by the time we upload this video. So it says, "Listen up, Einstein. Before widely sharing your wisdom, enjoy some downtime at home with fam and old friends. Once verbal Mercury moves into your zone of creativity on the 10th, blast off with your brightest goals. You'll be major #goals to many, and you'll end up at the first pick of your dream gig on the 22nd. I wonder what that means. Okay, and then here you see this fabulous pink grocery cart, which is such a moment. So it says expenses here. And it says, keep track of your transactions. Be mindful of what's a necessity and what's a luxury. A lot of people say, oh, a necessity is hair products and makeup products, or self-care, bubble baths and bath bombs and stuff like that. That is a luxury. Quit trying to tell yourself that it's a necessity, because that's how you end up spending way too much money on stuff like that. Get what is the bare necessities, but always splurge when you know you have the extra money. I mean, I'm not telling you guys that, I'm telling myself that. That's what I need to tell myself every single day when I'm like looking through the store and I'm like, oh my god, that lip gloss is so nice. Like, no, we don't need to get that today. That's not important. Or, you know what? I'm really bad about like, now that I can wear whatever I want, like anytime I see something black, I'm like, oh, I could wear that for work. Because my attire is all work, so, or all black, excuse me. So anytime I see a cute pair of black pants or a nice black cardigan, I'm like, I gotta have it. Okay. Keep all work related expenses, all work related receipts. So keep all my work related receipts. That means like any clothing, any tools that I use, any color, because I could use that as a tax write-off at the end of the year, but I always forget to hold on to those. So I need to be better about, you know, just basically I need to be better about keeping track of my expenses and knowing what I'm spending my money on. Okay. Consult Derek before making any large transactions. Him and I are pretty good about that already. My cat is over there chewing on the fake plants, so that's kind of making me annoyed, but I'm trying to keep it together for this video. Save all cash tips. Yes. So something that Derek and I like to do with my cash tips is put it in a jar, and we don't touch it for probably about like 6 to 8 months, and we like to see like what we get by the end of those 6 to 8 months. We've started doing this once I started doing hair about 1.5 years ago, and man, like I tell you, like it's very rewarding to see that money grow and grow and grow, and then like by the end of those 6 to 8 months or what have you, you can like pull it all out. And when putting it in a 5-gallon water jug is really difficult, and you have to pull it out with needle nose pliers. So it makes it that much more difficult where you keep the money in there and you don't keep dipping into it like every couple days. Oh, I'll just take $20 out, it'll be fine. No, like you keep that shit in there because it's just too much work to try and get out. Of course, you gotta like bounce the jug around to try and get that $20 bill out anyway. So, there's that. So when we do have an emergency as well, we can always refer to the jug. So we never really like go without like money. Not to brag, but I'm just saying this because I want you guys to know how you can save your money and always have that emergency fund or that rainy day fund or even that tattoo fund. Just put away, you know, your spending money. Save up for something that you really look forward to. A lot of the times we will go on vacation and that's our vacation money. So it's really rewarding. That's what I can say about that. And then groceries is greater than takeout. So cook. Derek and I are like so bad about making the excuse, so, oh, well, we're tired after work, or you just get off so late. I'm the one who gets home last. I get home probably about like 7 or 8 o'clock. So that's like our excuse for just ordering out or, you know, just not cooking. And first of all, a home-cooked meal is always way better than takeout. And those delivery service fees just are ridiculously expensive. I think my dog is, hey, what are you doing? I think he's looking at his reflection. It's really cute. So yeah, hashtag dog mom. Can you see that? It's really hard to see this because everything is so glittery. Okay, dog mom. Give everybody their special individual attention. I say hashtag dog mom, but I have cats too. So I have 2 cats, 2 dogs, a bearded dragon, and an axolotl. And they all require special individual attention. They all have their different needs and wants, and everybody has their own personalities. So it's really easy to like treat them all the same. I don't know how to explain that, but like they all require like that special time, that special one-on-one time, because I know they're just animals, but I know when my cats and my dogs are sad or depressed or feeling under the weather. So it's really important for me that And I think I do this pretty well already, but this is just something that I want to like continue doing. So, that they're always happy and, you know, they're doing well. Take weekly walks. That's one thing that my pit bull really needs. Is he's a big boy and he has all this energy and these long legs, and our house is really small. So sometimes he just needs to like get out there and run or just stretch his legs. And I know that he gets bored, and what he does when he gets bored is that he tears everything up. He will get his mouth on anything. And you know what's the worst about it? He knows what he's doing is wrong. And it just drives me insane. And it makes me mad at him, but it makes me more mad at myself because I'm not taking the proper steps to get him the proper exercise that he needs. I have a French bulldog who's like 16 pounds. He's really petite, he's really small, and he's totally okay with just sitting in your lap and sleeping all day. Jax, however, needs actual like physical exercise. Like he needs to do physical activities. One thing that he likes to do is he likes to play tug of war with his rope, and he likes to play fetch. However, he likes to play fetch in the house, which I don't like because anytime I try to take him outside to play fetch, he gets distracted by all the smells and the noises, and that's all he wants to do is just go track those down and smell everything. And he'll give me the ball to throw it. I'll throw it. He'll run to the ball, but then he goes, oh, what's that smell? I need to find the smell. Where is it? Oh, that sound. Where's that sound coming from? Is that a bird? I need to go see the bird. Ah! And I'm like, dude, like I came out here to play with you and you're frustrating me because you're not cooperating. So that's really hard to do. And then the next one is listen to their needs. If you listen to your dog, they will tell you what they want. That sounds crazy because dogs don't talk. But you know, like even with your cats are a big one with communication. Cats don't meow to each other, they meow to you because they understand that humans only respond to like verbal communication. Whereas cats, they kind of communicate with like body language and their eyes. So listen to their needs. This is vital for your cat as well as your dogs. Frank usually has like this noise that he makes where I know that he wants something or needs something. Jax has this look in his eye when he's hungry, and so usually I can ask him, are you hungry? And that's when he starts getting all excited. You guys know, you dog moms and cat moms know that this is a real thing. Stop yelling. This is something that I explained to my friend when I wrote this down. She thought I was silly. I'm someone who yells. I was raised in a family where we yell, and I don't like it. Right now I'm yelling just so you can hear me. But I don't like yelling, but I do it all the time. I yell at Derek, and Derek never yells at me. And I don't want to start yelling at the dogs because, one, they don't understand why I'm doing that, and it just makes them afraid of me. And I don't want them to be afraid of me anytime I raise my voice, which I shouldn't be raising my voice at all. But I don't want them to ever feel like insecure around me. I want to be their safe place. And this also goes along with when I have children in the future. I don't want to have to yell to get my point across. I want to be able to talk to my children like they're normal functioning human beings, because when you yell, it just sounds barbaric and it sounds stupid. Like, I hate it when I see people fly off the handle because it's embarrassing. It's stupid, it's embarrassing, and you made yourself look like an asshole when you yell. So I don't want to yell. I hate it. I'm good at it, but I don't like it. So that's why that's up there. Put them on a schedule. My dogs and cats are pretty good about being on a schedule, but I need it to be consistent because sometimes, let's be honest, we all get a little lazy sometimes, and that's why that's on there. So my dogs are pretty good about being on a schedule. They know that they get fed once in the morning and once at night. Usually around like 6:30, they get fed. They're usually not too like anal about it. Like, they get hungry around that time, and that's when Jax walks up to me with his eyes or whatever. But it's important that they have a schedule, that way they don't get stressed out or anxious. Teach them new things. Frank, I taught him a couple of things when he was little. He's really good about walking with me without a leash. And if I stop, he stops. So that's something that I really like that he does. He's very good about his schedule, and he knows, like, not to go potty in the house. He knows not to get in the trash. However, Jax is only a little over a year old, and he's still getting in the trash. And I would really like him to learn what Frank knows, is to walk by me without wandering off. And then I have, hey! See, they're already getting into trouble. Both of you, get over here. Come on. Frankie, what are you doing? Come here. Come here, Frank. Come say hi. Okay. Get organized. This is another thing that Derek and I are pretty bad at, because we are lazy and make excuses that we work full time to keep our house dirty. So, pick up as you go. This is what I'm terrible about. Something will fall on the floor, and I'm like, okay, if it's like a piece of paper or something, but like clothes or whatever, and just like dirty dishes, I leave them for my day off, which sometimes doesn't happen. And I'll be honest, I am not the cleanest person at all, and neither is Derek. We're both guilty of that. So pick up as you go. Like, that is something that I really need to put in my brain. It's like, when I see something on the floor, I need to get it up. And you know what? It's annoying that I'm so good about being clean at work, but when it comes to my home, like, I'm not at all. Because, like, my home is my safe place to be lazy and dirty and whatever. And we can't have that here, so we're not going to do that anymore. Okay. And set laundry days for you and Derek. Something that you may know about Derek and I is that we do our own laundry. We're kind of that couple where we don't like to touch each other's things unless we ask, which I feel like that's something that you should have in your relationship already, is like to respect your spouse's things. If you're digging through their stuff, then there's no trust. Derek and I, however, we're both nasty, and we don't like each other to touch their dirty laundry. So that's what that is. And plus, like, him and I are the worst about, like, waiting till, like, we have no clothes left to do laundry, so it just gets to be excessive. There will be days where we, like, take all of our clothes and set it, like, here's the darks, here's the whites, here's the colors, and we'll, like, spend a day off doing that. But it's been a long time since we last done that. So we need to set laundry days. And then I have, hey! See, they're already getting into trouble. Both of you, get over here. Come on. Frankie, what are you doing? Come here. Come here, Frank. Come say hi. Okay. Get organized. This is another thing that Derek and I are pretty bad at, because we are lazy and make excuses that we work full time to keep our house dirty. So, pick up as you go. This is what I'm terrible about. Something will fall on the floor, and I'm like, okay, if it's like a piece of paper or something, but like clothes or whatever, and just like dirty dishes, I leave them for my day off, which sometimes doesn't happen. And I'll be honest, I am not the cleanest person at all, and neither is Derek. We're both guilty of that. So pick up as you go. Like, that is something that I really need to put in my brain. It's like, when I see something on the floor, I need to get it up. And you know what? It's annoying that I'm so good about being clean at work, but when it comes to my home, like, I'm not at all. Because, like, my home is my safe place to be lazy and dirty and whatever. And we can't have that here, so we're not going to do that anymore. Okay. And set laundry days for you and Derek. Something that you may know about Derek and I is that we do our own laundry. We're kind of that couple where we don't like to touch each other's things unless we ask, which I feel like that's something that you should have in your relationship already, is like to respect your spouse's things. If you're digging through their stuff, then there's no trust. Derek and I, however, we're both nasty, and we don't like each other to touch their dirty laundry. So that's what that is. And plus, like, him and I are the worst about, like, waiting till, like, we have no clothes left to do laundry, so it just gets to be excessive. Keep clothes and shoes away and organized. Paula, that's me. Quit fucking leaving your fucking shoes and clothes all over the floor and the couch. Because I can tell you right now, if we took this camera out to the living room, there's like mismatched socks and clothes that needs to be put away. And they're not. So, anyway. And then here lastly, it says, I fucking love you. And this is just kind of like vows to my husband. The first one says, never stop saying I love you. Derek and I always say I love you to each other for no reason, which I think is really important. Just always remind your spouse that you love them even when things are tough or they're difficult or you're going through a stressful time. Just remind them that you love them. It's just that simple. Always give hugs and kisses. Me and Derek always give hugs and kisses. And there never has to be reasons for them. You can just give your spouse a hug and a kiss because you want to. And I think that's what keeps like the love alive. Don't go to bed mad. Derek and I are I feel like hey, cat, quit. Don't go to bed mad. So that means always talk through your problems. Never let them linger because it just leads to problems in the future. And when you make mistakes, just learn from them and grow from them. You don't need to be like put that in your pocket for the next time they fuck up. Like, that's not making your relationship stronger, I feel like. So here I am like talking about like relationships 101. This is how you can have a great relationship like mine. No. I'm just like, we have our problems too. That's why you don't want to go to bed mad. You want to talk your problems out. And then the last one just says, till death do us part. So, when you marry someone, you're marrying their whole life until they die. So just remember that when you think about marriage, that this is like long term, and that when they're 80 years old and wrinkly and can barely remember you, till death do us part. So that is my vision board. I'm glad I was able to share this with you before I got to work. And I hope you took something from it and learned from it. It was a lot of fun to make, and it makes you like reflect on yourself and like things that you need to work on and like things that you're proud of. So it's always a good thing to do. It was really nice that me and McKaylee did this like in the new year. So we have the whole year to work on this vision board, and her and I are going to come back to it at the end of the year and say, okay, what did I work on in this vision board? What can I cross off and be like, yeah, I totally did that? Or come back to it and be like, okay, I still need to work on this one. It's liberating. It's fun. It's good. So do it. Hey, friends and family, we're about to go to work. Not Frank, because Frank doesn't have a job. But we're going to go to work, and we're going to have a great day. And we'll watch this video later and edit it and have fun and have a great day and be our best selves. He's my favorite. Don't tell